Alrighty, and I think we're live. I think we're there. Hey guys, good to see you. Be sure to pop in and say hi so I know that you're there. Good to have you here on another Monday as we march into the new year. So I guess this is the first live stream of the year. we'll we'll see if it's dynamic or not. I have my I have my questions. So the new year has started off with a bang, at least on my side. I hope you guys' New Year's starting out pretty decent. Um, we don't have a ton to look at today, but we do. I think we're going to go over our QWEN 3 edit, which the 2511, which is just fantastic. That's kind of taken up most of my time. It's one of those Uber models, like it outshines a lot of other stuff. So we're gonna take a look at that. They did come out with this 2512, which um, you're just incrementally getting better, but no image to video or no image to image with that, so no control net. So we'll probably not going to do a whole lot for us. But we will take a look at a few things. Yeah, mostly we're just gonna get wrapped up with QWEN 3, and then we got a little bit surprised. We're gonna bring back an old friend, which it's like one of those relationships where you're like out of your mind, you forget about him, and then you meet up with him again. You're like, why did we stop hanging out? Like, you're awesome. And so we are gonna have a little surprise moment of that. So anyway, but welcome here, guys. We'll, as usual, pop on over to here just to make sure that the video actually is running. It doesn't look like it is. Are we live? Good thing that I checked. Bop, bop, it, bop, bop. I'm checking over here to see what's going on here. Why is this not saying we're live? There we go. Okay. Sorry for that big long pause. All of a sudden, I was uncertain what was going on there. Bop, I'm checking over here. Okay, well, so as I said, off to quite the start here with with the new year. So let's make sure we say hi to everyone that's popped in. We got a bunch of you popping in here, so excited to see you. We've got let me get off this page here. What do we got here? We have DJ Grizzly is in the house. So DJ, good to see you. He says, nice, the front seat is still available. Yeah, he's a big old bear sitting there in the front seat. Good to see you as always, DJ. So Grizzly, send here in the chat links to your latest videos and we'll show them. If you guys don't know, DJ Grizzly over here has been making really good stuff. He makes good videos. So he might become my my theme music here for Get Going Fast. So I like his stuff. So send link there. We got 9-layer Nige. 9, of course, is one of our Gold Star members. So I'm going to take my hat off to you, 9. Good to see you, as always. Glad that you made it through the holidays and back here with us. Also, 9 just uploaded something about Emily is here. Emily's not here. So 9, send us the link to that. We'll take a quick look at that. We got Malcolm, vintage for you, all the way from the UK. Always good to see you, Malcolm. You're a good fella. He's been around. Because, man, we all popping in here. We got BGJ. Love to see you, brother. I'm glad you're here. Happy New Year. And great to see you. And then David. David is here. David is here. He says something about he borrowed money from you. So I'm assuming he's making a joke about something. I'm not sure which the joke is, but it's if I borrowed money from you, just know that the check's in the mail. Didn't you already get it? I mean, I remember handing it to you, right? So good to have you all here. Oh, we got Yorkman. Yorkman, hello, what's up? I think Yorkman's been here before, but maybe not a lot. So I'm gonna give Yorkman some of these, some 100s. Yo, those are for you. Okay, first time you get here, get all the hundreds in all the world. So good to have you. As usual, we're going to be running the wacky races. So the more you post, the higher you get up into the wacky races thing. And if you're number one, you can choose which car you win. Okay. I always like going for the Boulder Mobile. I don't know. When I was a kid, Captain Caveman was really cool. And it was one of those things we didn't get a lot of. So, like, when you did see him, you're like, oh. So, Captain Caveman is probably always my first choice. But, anyway, wacky races, keep talking. You get more points for the wacky races, which then you can turn in for nothing at all. So, but you do get to flex against everyone. Be like, yo, sure. Okay. Alrighty. So, do bop boppity bop bop. Let's, I guess, pop over to. Oh, you know what? We got a few things we're gonna do today. I guess we'll get to it. But I actually might do some online troubleshooting with you so you guys can see how I solve problems that pop up. In fact, because right now I'm having some problems with one of these apps that we're going to look at loading. And I don't know why it's doing what it's doing, but I might take you along on the journey the journey with me to fix this, and whatever, we'll see. All right, let's pop on over to getgoingfast.pro. Yo, and let's see what we got going on over here. So obviously QWEN 3 edit 2511 is the model. Okay, this model is just off the chart as far as I'm concerned. Best model that's come out. It's hard to express what it is that's so good about this. The prompting is easy. There's no real need for detailed prompting. The control net is baked into the cake. So with a lot of these other ones, we'll go here. You'll be wanting to change something. You typically had to go like this. You had to right click and then go into open and mask editor, and then you had to like mask the part that you wanted to put in there. And it's just a pain in the butt. You don't have to do that anymore with ControlNet. Literally, you could just be like, change the hat, and the model is smart enough to know that you're talking about the hat. Okay, so especially if there's only one of something in the image, it pulls it together. This workflow that I found, I don't know who exactly created this, but hats off to them. This is a good one. I went ahead and worked on it to make it a little bit better. It was way spread out there. So you can actually get, if you watch the video over here on this, I show you where to get this workflow, but it's a little bit unedited. It's like spread out. It's a little bit more expansive and confusing. I put everything in here to make it easier. Great workflow though. It has, the biggest part here is that it has this 3 images that you can use. So you load image 1, you can load image 2, and if you want, you can load image 3. And then all you got to do is go over here to prompt it. Okay, so here I put in there, take the man and the woman and have them kiss. Very simple prompt, okay? There's only one man, okay? There's only one female, okay? As God intended it. It's not funny, as God intended, not as our nature intended it, but anyway, here we go. And voila, we're kissing, and that's really good, okay? So, and that actually keeps face consistency pretty good. And I want to show you too, that only took 46 seconds. Look at that, 47 seconds to make that image, okay? So that's actually quite good. It kept the glasses on her forehead, kept my glasses on. The face consistency in QWEN Edit 2511 is off the chart. Okay, so just absolutely incredible. Let's run another one here. Let's see if hopefully this doesn't kill my computer. I've gotten, by the way, into just getting used to using this little guy up here to clean the VRAM. It really does help. Now, it does not unload the model, but it clears out all of the junk. Kind of blows the leaves out of the pipe. So anyway, very cool workflow. Let's go over here while this is running. I'm going to hit there. I had a few other examples in this video, so let's. There, I'm wearing my SpongeBob's. Kids gave me a SpongeBob thing. Oh, so these are not great images here, but the purpose of these was just to show how easy it is. You throw. I literally just like put a head on this body. Maybe I shouldn't have run that. Looks like I'm starting to get a little wonky here. But just amazing, easily prompted things. Oh, here again, yeah. I just took a picture of Tay-Tay and said, put her in at a railway station, leaning over a rail, make her a clown, and it did it. So just absolutely easy to run stuff. Okay, let's scroll up here a bit. This was the big one. So this is just your plain, I did a head swap tutorial. So easy to put a head, and as I pointed out, oh, look at how fast that went out. This is done. So easy. Look at it. Kept the consistency of the background image. That's Tay-Tay. That's me. This is real image, by the way. You know. Okay, it's not real, but that's incredible. So anyway, so the point being how well it keeps the head, and so you can face swap, and that was kind of what we talked about in this video. Okay, I'm assuming, here's the thing, and we talked about this. I'm assuming that by the end of the year we're having perfect body swaps. Perfect body swaps. That's what in 1 year's time from now, this is what we're doing at the beginning of the year. We're gonna get close to true. I want to be very careful the word deep, but we're gonna get there. It's like the whole body in there taking over scenes. Incredible stuff. Okay, really quickly, let's read over here. Yorkman asks, are you exploring Higgsfield cinema? No, I'm not exploring the Higgsfield cinema. Usually the problem with running this kind of stuff is it's either just online or they don't have models for us to run, which is the issue with I believe with with Higgsfield cinema. Let's pop over here really quick. Yeah, I try. You can see click over here. Let's do a search for cinema. It's not even there. So there's the original Higgsfield. So no, if you find a model that's FP8 or FP16, that kind of stuff, then we can use it. The deal with these things are they release these models and they're huge, and we can't run them unless we have like 64 gigabytes of VRAM or 128 or 500. I mean, just ridiculous amounts that cost $10,000 to $20,000, $100,000 to run. So we have to wait for the FP8s, FP16s, and sometimes with things like Higgsfield Cinemas that comes out, but nobody quants it, so we're kind of stuck. So answer no. All right, Vintage says, I have been testing out QWEN Image Edit. Workflow got hold of using 3 images, so you can change the head and clothing. Yes. So we just looked at. QWEN 9 said he needed QWEN Edit 2511 for his new video. BGG says, to outpaint, load a small image and set output dimensions to much higher and set prompt to change camera to angle lens. To outpaint. What's the difference between outpainting and inpainting? Let's go check it out here because I'm not sure. Difference between inpainting and outpainting. Let's see what this says. Inpainting is the process of filling in missing or unwanted parts, whereas outpainting involves extending the image's canvas. Oh, okay, yeah. All right, that makes sense. So what he's saying is if you have a image and you want to expand it, like the boundaries of it, then load the smaller image and set the output to higher. So it's saying it'll fill it in, which it will. So one of the cool things about this, let's say I took this picture of Tay-Tay, okay, and I put it, let's say I just put it up here in image 1, okay, and I turn that. What I could do is I could say, full body shot of this woman dancing. Okay, and again, it's so easy to prompt. All I have to do is say this woman, and it's going to know that there's only one woman. Okay, so I'm going to actually turn this so it's only using that first one. So it'll actually outpaint the rest of her body. Now, with this workflow, it by default will only be the size of what you put in. So if we go over to here, to this bad boy, and we go bypass. Now we can change things here, and I'm going to put it at, I'm going to make it small. Let's go 350. I don't even know if it'll do it with this, but 480, just because I don't really want to tax my GPU too much. Okay. Now, what this will do is this will output a taller thing than the other. And as BG has pointed out, it'll actually fill in the rest. And it'll actually fill in her dress. Incredible model, guys. Like, incredible model. Okay, so we'll do that. BG points out this is good for not safe for work. It is incredibly good for not safe for work. Okay. So we'll let that run while we go back over to here. Okay, the ControlNet video. Yeah, so ControlNet, this model is just, everything is baked into the cake. You can throw in, so here, we're talking about our depth maps. So again, like this, that could be anything. Okay, and with that, I used a depth map, plus I used the image of a person, so I could put Tay-Tay's face in there. It would have been Tay-Tay doing ballet, and then I added the bag of chips. I mean, just incredible stuff. This is called a pose. Again, I'm using, you can put anyone's face in there. Okay, it's doing this up. This is all the ControlNet, and there's no special thing you need here to do it. You literally just, as you can see, you just throw it in there. I put the face in there, and then I prompted it. So, I mean, this model, it's just off the wall. It's just incredibly good. I'm just see if there's any other examples here. I think they're all the same ones. So, okay, let's go back really quick and see if it fit. Yeah, here we go. Check this out. So it outpainted the dress. All right. Now, you could make an argument that it could have done better, stuck to the top here, but you could paint it that way. You could tell it, say she's in a beautiful long red dress, one tone, full uniform thing. So that's really amazing there. We could prompt this. Let's prompt it and say full body shot of this woman eating a ham sandwich by the ocean. And let's see what it'll do. It should do that as well. Okay, but at any rate, ControlNet. So depth maps, pose maps, all that good stuff are going to be things. So I went ahead and re-uploaded these. I have these like the sexy pose pack here. So this is just a series of provocative poses and depths that you can use to create whatever you want. I went ahead and uploaded the mega activity pose pack. That's 1,300. I mean, you get it all from like skydiving to yoga to I don't know, clam picking up or whatever. I mean, you've got every activity you could imagine. I uploaded these all, and then the multi-pose pack, about 300 images. So this, by the way, is free for all FarmHam members. If you're a member, you can just go grab this, and then you can throw these into QWEN Edit 251 and make whatever you want to make with it. So that's free. These ones are for sale down here. You can get those if you want. So those have been around. Those are good. They're proven. Okay, we'll move on to this new one, this Jib Mix Z Image Turbo here in just a second. Let's go check and see what's going on with her eating a ham sandwich. There she is. That is Tay-Tay eating a ham sandwich by the ocean in that same dress. So guys, I mean, what an incredible model this is. Okay, so I just this is the best there is out there. So people, Z image is still incredibly good and fast for creating images, but for wanting to do stuff to them, this model. I mean, if this is the benchmark for the rest of the year, we're sitting pretty. You know, we can enable image 2 again, and then full body shot of this one will say the woman in the red dress eating a ham sandwich. Let's say the woman in the blue looks jealous, is watching her jealously. For this one, because we got 2 people in here, we could just go back to this dimensions because you need to fit 2 people in there. So I would just go back over to here and bypass this bad boy again. All right. Okay, while that's running, let's go back over here. So Zib Mix Z Image Turbo, a refined Z Image Turbo fine tuned. So this really is just a comfy UI workflow someone put out there. You can get this over, get going fast. And it supposedly is better imagery. I thought it was pretty good. So it's not vibrant per se, okay? But again, I think a lot of people, what they're trying to do is they're trying to suck the marrow out of each image to get the absolute best quality they can. That's why some of these workflows, you know, they take an hour because they're running an eye detailer and a skin detailer. I never go that far into it. And to be honest, without my glasses, I can't even tell the difference that much because everything's kind of blurry. But I don't know. I thought it was kind of good. You could look into it. I thought it was good. It was fast. Made some decent images. So you can play around with that. There's our QWEN 3. I told you everything's about QWEN 3 these days. Okay, we did a New Year project, which I thought was kind of cool. And it was, I just created a base app, and then you guys can add to it. We can still play with this if you guys want to add to it. This is a great project. What I've been doing with this is I'll be working on other projects, and then I'll have this running in the background. And it starts out, this is basically just you got 2 balls that are bouncing. And as soon as they collide, a third ball appears. And then whenever those collide, then another collides. And then eventually it takes over the screen. And you can, you know, obviously the bigger the circle and the smaller the ball, the longer it took. I maxed this out to the largest circle, the smallest ball. I let it run while I was working and sleeping. It took 10 hours to complete. Anyway, I'll show you. This is kind of cool. I was playing with this. I was kind of proud of this. So there you have it. So that was kind of fun. Obviously, you can see I had all these controls over here. It runs to the beat. You can come get this over on the Discord if you want. I can give this to you for free to play with it. I think it's kind of cool. I made another one as well, which I don't know if you guys remember. What was it called? It was called Winamp. Winamp was kind of the ones that made this really popular. These sort of things. This is another basic one that I made. If you add music to it, and check it out, I've got an auto mode. much because it's thing, but it's basically set to hit to the beat. So let's put this one in and try it. All right, anyway, enough of that. I was supposed to change more in the auto mode. I don't know whether, but anyways, that's fun stuff you guys can play with. So cool stuff to work with. All right, here's the 2512 model manager that came out, and so we threw in our. This is obviously the one I always throw in there to see. I was impressed. Like that's probably about the best Taylor Swift kissing a Ninja Turtle that I've had. Okay. Just incredible quality and imagery, but again, there's no, what do you call it? There's no image to image. There's no control net. So everything that we're doing over here with the control net, look at that. There's Tay taking that ham sandwich, and she's like, "I want that ham sandwich, yo." Okay, incredible. Now you can't do this with 2512. So until you can do this with 2512, 2512 is just kind of worthless to us. And to be honest, what is it going to try to do? Take over Z image? It's not going to take out Z image. At least I don't think so. I didn't think Flux was going to go down. Flux 2 came out, and I was like, well, it's, Flux going to dominate again. And then Z image just took it out like David and Goliath. It was like, hit it, and it was dead. So if QWEN 3 is going for just being the best image generator, not going to happen, okay? Even though this is incredible, it needs to stick to the roots of ControlNet and all of that good stuff, okay? I think we're pretty much, we're getting to our big surprise. So before we go to the next big thing, the old friend that we forgot, let's go check on the wacky races real quick. See what's going on here. Let's see who our top fans are. David French is in #1. These races are so wacky. Now, David hasn't said anything for a while, but he said a lot at the beginning, so somehow he got big points. I never quite understand how that works, but that's what makes the race so wacky. In fact, let's reload just to see. I'm going to pause this. Yep, David's at #1. Malcolm is hitting #2. 9 is at 3. BGG, you're at 4. Grizzly, you're at 5. Step up your game. And York, man, #6, brother. All right, so again, here's what we're playing for. Okay, got to get in there. Okay, let's check the messages really quickly. Have you seen the oscillation music by Jeroboam Finderson? I have not. I'll have to check it out. Vinci says, I'm not going to use 2512. And it's like, yeah, it's good. I mean, but you just, nothing that I can really do with it. So, yeah. And BGG points out that it will come. So when 2512 comes out with a control net and an eye to eye and all of that, I'll be into it. Another thing, by the way, what I really want is a good image to video, or no, video to video. We're going to look at an app here the second that probably gets the closest to being able to actually do control net stuff easily with video to video. But with QWEN 2511, you just took those images and you just said the hat, or the sideburns or whatever, and it changed it out. I want to be able to do that with video. I don't know of anything yet. I was playing again with Vase, but Vase changes the whole thing. WAN Animate is just a pain in the butt to do anything with. Scale is great, but it's more about motion than changing elements. So if you guys know of a good video to video thing that is easy peasy that exists, hey man, I'm down for it. I don't think it exists. Okay. let's pop over to our old friend here that showed up on the screen again. And that, of course, is Wan2GP. I had completely forgotten about Wan2GP. Not that I'd forgotten about it. It just, you get so caught up with Comfy UI. Listen, Wan2GP, you've always been a good friend. And I just, I get caught up with my other friends as well. And I forget the relationship that we had. And I just want you to know that I never meant to lessen the importance of what we have just because I was focusing on other people as well. And that's what we tend to do with so Comfy UI. We get so caught up in that. But honestly, Wan2GP is just amazing standalone app. And I kind of forgot about that. When I first started doing AI a couple of years ago, what was it? They had Forge, SD Forge. If you guys remember, they had the A111 that was out, and you were able to run models, and then an SD Forge, and SD Forge was my go-to. It was like the app that you could generate stuff with. You could do all sorts of things, and it kind of hit me that Wan2GP is basically hitting that area there of becoming the go-to all-in-one app. It really is amazing. I want to show you really quickly. Let's go over to YouTube. Bop. We'll go over here and I've shown you this video like 1,800 million times, but this was done with Wan2GP. Give me a second to find it. Yeah, this one here. So this was all done. This is all one video, and I used Wan2GP to change out the things, kind of doing what WAN Animate should have been doing. And with WAN Animate, you click on stuff and it picks the body part. This is called motion transfer is what I used, and it was able to do this. So this is all in Wan2GP. I have between my WANs and my WANs. Any rate, powerful app. And so Dave asked, is the new Wan2GP any better? Yeah, it's incredible. So here's the dirty little secret: is to use the new Wan2GP, you have to update it, okay? Because he's changed some stuff out. He's using a different torch, all sorts of stuff. So you really do need to uninstall it. You need to remove the Conda environment, and then you need to put it back in there again. So the nice thing here is that I have gone ahead, pat myself on the back, and I updated it for us all. Okay, so if you go over here, you can actually get it. And this is for all NVIDIA. So if you run this, it'll ask you which card, because he's got, it actually is kind of a confusing installation. I need to make a video on it, but because he's got installation for the 20 card series, 30, the 40s, and the 50s. So in my installer over here, I go ahead and handle all of that. So, but it is very good. Okay. Now, there's a few things about it that trouble me a little bit, and that is that the load time on it is enormous. So when you first load it, it takes a long time to load, like 5 minutes, maybe 10. I mean, it takes a long time to the point you're like, is this even going? And then all of a sudden it clicks. Now, something broke with my installation, and so that's why I was going to actually say we could maybe take a look and I can troubleshoot some of this stuff with you, show you what I'm going to do. But Wan2GP is it is absolutely incredibly fast to do your Z image stuff. Basically what you do is you go in there and it shows you a list of all the models that you can play with, and then you prompt it and it will download the models. Okay, so there's a little bit of time to get it going, but it has everything. It goes all the way back to Hunyuan. But Z image in this is very fast. Very fast. It's very good. Although there is one thing that he does lock you into certain dimensions, so you can't get weird dimensions. You pretty much, you've got like 6, 7, 8 dimensions you can choose from, kind of thing. But it does work out. Now, I was going to pull this up so we could take a look at it, but let's instead go over and do this. I didn't set this up beforehand, so My apologies. Let's see if I'm trying to get I want to get my terminal window up here for you. So give me just 1 second. I'll have to go like this. Okay. So, okay, here is the terminal when I was trying to reinstall one. It was working, and then I made some changes to the, I'll put this here, but I made some changes in my own thing because I was playing with it and I broke it. So, but let's go ahead. So I went ahead and reinstalled this. Now notice as I tried to run this, first of all, I tried to run it and the app popped up and it pops down. So you guys have a lot of those kind of problems. When that happens, obviously you can't see what the error is. So what I did is I ran it in the command terminal. So that way we can see what's going on. Then we get all these errors. It says no module named date util. I'm like, okay, that's interesting because it should be installing everything from the requirements. Usually when you go in here, you see you've got this requirements.txt. So I can always go type requirements. If I could type.txt, and you can look through there, that's everything he's got in there. I don't think there's going to be a date util. But usually what you do is you just make sure you're in the environment, and then you do something like conda install date util. This one is a conda. Whoops, look, I spelled it wrong. It's not even going to work. I'm getting a new keyboard here soon, hopefully. So my keyboard. They say it's a poor musician that blames his own instrument, but in this case, my keyboard does stink. So that tied up with me being a terrible typist. Okay, it's taking so damn long. Let's go over here, and while we're waiting for that, yeah, Malcolm says here you need to get a large hard drive for Wan2GP. It's very true. Okay, let's go back over to here. God, yes. Okay, now let's try pip install date util. Now notice it says it can't find it. It doesn't know what it is, but it says it's missing it. Okay, so we would look at that and be like, well, why the hell is it telling me that it's missing it if I can't install it? So that's why we tried our pip. That doesn't work. So let's try conda. See if I can do it right this time. And let's see if conda finds it. Now, another thing, what I would do here at this point is I would copy all of this. The pip and the error. So I would take this, copy it all the way down to there. And then while this is running, we'll come back and see if what I would do is I would then pop over to here. And I would say, I'll go to ChatGPT. I'd say, I got this error, but the package doesn't exist. And then I would just paste in all that. And then ChatGPT will be able to see that we got the error. Oh, looks like we didn't get the full error. So let's actually go all the way. Make sure we get the part here where it's showing that. There we go. Where it's showing that thing. So there we go. Now it'll read that. It'll see the no module date util. It'll see all that. So let's see what it has to say. It probably belongs to a different package. But see here, it says the actual PYPY package name is Python date util. So let's try that. Let's go pip install. And see, and it says it already exists, which is interesting. So we'll go force reinstall. And then we could try let's see what our executable is. Probably WGP, so we go Python, WGP.py. And we'll see how that works. Okay, in the meantime, while we're troubleshooting this, let's go check out some of the stuff that they work on. Coon, Grizzly, DJ Grizzly. Go ahead and send over your link to your newest stuff. We'll head on over to Planet Nigel here, and let's see. check out his newest stuff. Nigel. There we go. All right, there's Planet Nigel. Let's see what he uploaded. Oh, there's Goodbye Cindy. Let's see what he's been working on.
Goodbye, Cindy, I love you. Hello, Cindy, how do you do?
But why, John? I thought you loved me. I don't understand. I've done everything for you.
Oh, Cindy, I just feel like something's missing in our relationship.
Tell me what you want, John, please.
All right, I need you to say no sometimes.
But I love you, John. I don't want to say no. I can't.
But Cindy, that's the problem. You never object to anything.
But that's what I do. I'm here for you. I'm yours. I can't change.
I'm so sorry, sweetheart. I love you, but I have to do this. Select Factory Reset.
Factory reset selected. Warning. All data and user profiles will be reset. Please confirm by entering the 12-digit reset code.
528-659-100-609.
Final confirmation required.
Goodbye, Cindy. Confirm.
Hi. Welcome to Planet Nigel Companion Systems. Do you have any custom personality packs to install?
Yes.
Please enter download link. Warning. You have selected an unvalidated program not part of the subscription.
Okay, that's hilarious. We'll move on with that. That's good job with that. That's great. That's funny. All right, good job with Nigel. He's always doing good stuff. I want to find Coon Grizzly here. Make sure I don't know where his stuff is. Oh, here we go. See if what his latest is. He just uploaded something to the Discord 4 days ago. Well, here's a 4 days ago one. Let's take a look at that, I guess.
Describe my chaos, one human 4K, questionable theme. Beat sync flashes, dance floor vibes in my living room at night. Mosaic goes blur, my footage turns into pixel confetti delight. One click preset, instant flex, like who edited this? Me? Frame vision does it all. Now please render and set me free.
Oh, sorry. I had no volume. So, okay. We came back, and what was happening here was that we saw there's no model named CV2, which is a real good marker that something is not working at all. Okay. That the installation has gone wrong. When you see this, this is how you fix it. You type pip install opencv python, but then notice again here, it says requirement already satisfied. Why are you not finding it if it's installed, right? So this is showing us something's messed up with our virtual environment. So I went ahead and you'd run it again, but with force reinstall, okay, like we did with the other. That actually forces it to do it again. But I'm going to tell you, it's not going to work because the whole I'm reading the comments and laughing. The whole thing is messed up. So look, you see, you got all this stuff going on. So what I'm going to do, I'll tell you the best way to troubleshoot this one is to say something just totally went catastrophically wrong. Let's start over. Okay, there's no real fixing this. There's no need to, especially when you have an installer that you know is working. You just go clean it up. Just say, okay, let's just start at the base all over again. Okay, so anyway, we'll get Wan2GP. Wan2GP does work. My system, like I said, was tweaking with it. Okay, so 9 is heading out of here. So he's got to run to Cindy is waiting for him. Thanks, guys, for hanging out with us today. Happy New Year, as always. Good to have you. Looking forward to what's coming up. Appreciate each one of you. Okay, so I appreciate all y'all. Got good stuff coming up on the future. Easy ways to trying to make the stuff easier for you to install. Ways to get your models. I got some cool stuff I'm gonna be showing you. So just hang in there. Hopefully that'll get done. In the meanwhile, I think we will cancel it out here. Come over to the Discord, hang out with us, share what you're working on, and keep working on projects, man. It's such a great hobby, and I really do enjoy doing it with y'all. So thanks as always. Be good to each other, and we'll catch you on the other side, yo. Actually, you know what? Guess what? We're back. And you know why we're back? I bet you can guess. We forgot to finish up the wacky races. So let's finish up the wacky races really quick. We're going to head over to here. And let's see who won. Top fans. Top fans. And I can't believe it. David French wins again. So there you go. David wins number 1. DJ Grizzly, he popped up right in front of, this is what makes him crazy. DJ Grizzly popped right up in front of Malcolm. Malcolm is up number 3. Nigel number 4. BGG 5. And Yorkman number 6. So good job, guys. Wacky races.